Hey students, Mr. Passeri here, and it is time to go over the homework that you completed this past week. We have been studying the Jefferson Presidency, and you learned all about the continuing struggles of balancing states' rights and federal power for stability. And you also learned about the vicious political rivalries and electoral politics that continue to plague the United States. You saw in a lot of ways where it started in this current reading. So, without further ado, let's review our homework questions and you'll be better for it. So, who was John Adams' running mate? That was Charles Pinckney. Who was Thomas Jefferson's running mate? Aaron Burr. How did Adams and Jefferson campaign for the presidency? They sent letters to citizens and newspapers. Obviously, there was no television at the time, so you couldn't do any, crazy print ads in black and white with Thomas Jefferson moving in slow motion. Thomas Jefferson is a pervert. Like, that doesn't exist then. Moving on. Who was accused of being godless? Thomas Jefferson. Who was accused of being wealthy and wanting to bring back the monarchy? John Adams and the Federalists. Who urged voters to vote for Thomas Jefferson? Alexander Hamilton. Why was the 12th Amendment passed? To prevent a tie between president and vice president. True or false? Electors can now cast separate votes for president and vice president. That is true. True or false? John Adams attended Jefferson's inauguration. False. Hard feelings. Define the term similar. Like something. Anything like that. Anything similar to that. There you go. Define the meaning of laissez-faire. Let people do as they choose. Who was Albert Gallatin, the Secretary of the Treasury? What are custom duties? Taxes on imported goods. What was the Judiciary Act of 1801? It set up regional courts from all around the United States. Who were the midnight judges? Last minute federal judges appointed by John Adams and the Secretary of State John Marshall. Who served under Jefferson as Secretary of State? James Madison. What three principles did Marbury versus Madison establish? 1. The Constitution is the supreme law. 2. Constitution must be followed when there is a conflict. 3. The judicial branch must uphold the Constitution and cancel unconstitutional laws. Number 18. What was the significance of McCulloch versus Maryland? Congress can do more than the Constitution expressly authorizes. Doesn't say you can't do it. And that, my students, is the homework review for this past week. Hope you had a good week. And until next time, I'm Mr. Passeri. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.